What's up, everybody? How's it going? Travis here, and I wanted to take a moment to spotlight a fragrance, and that is Individuel from Mont Blanc. So, this fragrance was launched in 2003 from the house of Mont Blanc, and it's got a little bit of drama that's associated with it. See, when this was launched in 2003, another house, the house of Creed, ended up releasing a fragrance that smelled very similar to this called Original Santal, okay? So because of that Original Santal, people thought that that one came first and that this one copied that one because it was cheaper, but this one actually came first. So if you're in the fragrance community, you're probably aware of this story, but it is the backstory to the fragrance that we're talking about today. One thing that I want to point out in the note breakdown of this fragrance, it's got a lot of notes. And what I found, a lot of these older fragrances, they were very complex, well blended. They had a lot going on. I'll read off some of the notes right now. In the top, we have lavender, cinnamon, pineapple, juniper berries, mint, bergamot, rosemary, coriander, and cardamom. In the mid, we have orange blossom, violet, geranium, jasmine. In the base, we have raspberry, vanilla, sandalwood, dark chocolate, musk, amber, patchouli, vetiver, and oak moss. Okay, so this fragrance, people will describe it as the clean raspberry fabric softener vibe, you know, and I totally get where they're coming from. This fragrance, like I said, it's well blended. It's very sweet. So I want to point something out because this series is called The Amateur Nose, okay? It's my journey in scents. And this fragrance, because it has all of these notes, I believe that it's one I'm going to keep on going back to and noticing different things. So when I first got it, the raspberry's strong. You absolutely get the raspberry. But I'm smelling it right now and I'm getting the chocolate. I'm getting the chocolate vibes. It's fresh, the raspberry, clean, absolutely. But that cocoa is nice. And so I just wanted to mention that because there's a lot going on in this fragrance. And I'm probably going to miss some of the stuff that you might smell, which is why you might want to get your nose on it and make your own opinion about this fragrance. Man, and I have really been appreciating it the last couple days. I've been trying to wear it a little bit more. So let's talk about some of the pros. Like I said, it's well blended, clean, sweet. It has a tartness from the raspberry. And I think it's definitely a safe fragrance. Totally easy to wear. The next thing that I want to mention is the fragrance is strong, okay? And the reason why I really was impressed by this fragrance when I first got it is because I typically go anosmic to a lot of these scents, okay? So people will smell them on me, but like I will stop smelling them. And one thing that I noticed about this one is I didn't go anosmic to it. I smelled the raspberry much later after putting this on. It's strong. You don't want to overdo it. Some people say that it can be a little bit cloying in the summer, and you know, I really get that. I think if you're gonna try to wear it in the summer, maybe go with like few sprays, you know. But this is definitely like a fall, maybe winter type of fragrance. So it's strong. The third thing that I like about this fragrance is it's a great value, okay? So I picked this up for like 20 bucks. What I do want to mention is some of the cons, okay? So when we look at this bottle, the bottle is actually really cool. It's like thin, you know? So that's cool, but when we look at the atomizer, this thing is kind of weak. And so it's just not something nice like you'd find on a Chanel or a Dior. It kind of sprays like narrow, you know? So that's just something that you're going to want to be aware of. Don't expect a great atomizer. The next thing that I want to say about this fragrance, it's not uber masculine, okay? So it's clean, it's got the woods, but I wouldn't say this is like super manly, you know? So just kind of keep that in mind if you want something that's like very manly. This is clean cut, it's playful. This really isn't gonna be what you go for, in my opinion. You'd probably wanna go with Mont Blanc Explorer, actually. That will be more up your alley with the Aventus vibes. The last thing that's a negative, but it's not too bad, is, from what I understand, this fragrance is discontinued, okay? Now, you can still find it readily available on the websites and stuff like that, and it's probably gonna go for some hefty prices. So if you're kind of interested in it, you know, it's not a bad idea to pick up a couple bottles just to have them, you know, in your stash, in your collection. So what do I think about this fragrance? I think it's a great value. I think it's clean. I think it's great for the fall and winter. Is it synthetic? Yes. This is not an expensive fragrance. When you put it on skin, it kind of smooths out the edges. This one, if you smell it on a tester strip or if you smell it off the bottle, it might come across a little harsh. So just kind of be aware of that. Always try to test your fragrance on skin. But I hope you enjoyed this video talking about this pretty cool fragrance. I've been enjoying wearing this one. It feels like fall in Texas, which is amazing. So thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will see ya in the next one.